Any millennials in the crowd? That was pretty lively. Usually it's more of like a, we're beaten down, dude. We're the worst generation, and that's probably true, but it's not our fault. I don't blame millennials. It's not totally our fault. We got the internet at the wrong time. All right? We got the internet when we were like young teens. Like, that's not when you're like, we're the only generation that got fucked up by the internet. You know that? Like, boomers did not get fucked up by the internet. They still don't understand how horrible of a place the internet is. Like, my mom still thinks Facebook is the news, you know? She's like, oh, I was reading an article. I'm like, it's not an article, Mom, that's a meme. It's called a meme. It's an AI cat with words on it. It's not real. My dad thinks spreading cheeks is smiling, so it's... They have no idea. Millennials, we got fucked, dude. I watched 2 Girls, 1 Cup when I was 12 years old. What hope did I have? I didn't even know there was like shit porn in the world. Like I didn't even know what masturbating was. I thought this was like girls' version of Jackass or something. I was like, damn, these chicks are crazy. My parents, it's funny because now my parents are Republicans and they're all like worried about internet security all of a sudden. They're like, you gotta delete the cookies off the computer. They're using DuckDuck. You gotta get rid of the cookies. I'm like, damn, I'm glad you didn't know about cookies when I was 13, dude. I've been deleting cookies off the computer since you could use the internet, Mom, all right? I was there when it was written. Millennials, we got the family computer. Kids now, they got an iPad, it's nice. We got a family computer. Everyone had to share it. It was 10 feet from your mom's room. I'll tell you one thing, no one can jack off like a millennial. We are pros at jacking off. I could jack off without moving a muscle in my body. One finger, a T-Rex wouldn't see me finish. It would be amazing.
I just turned 30, right? So, thank you. Appreciate you. So that makes me a millennial, and we take way too much shit from people older than us, bro. Soon as they find out we millennials, they'll disrespect us to our face. You motherfuckers are weak. Wait, I just asked for almond milk. How are you calling me weak? I'm not lactose intolerant. I'm not none of that. What's all this attitude? And then when you ask them like, yo, why y'all think we weak? They say dumb shit like, you guys grew up with participation trophies. We weren't parents back then. Those trophies weren't for us. Those trophies were for you. You didn't want to admit, hey, your kid can't play sports. Your kid would admit it. They'd cry, I don't want to play baseball. Dad standing there in all his old baseball gear. We play baseball in this family. And because we didn't want you to hit your wives anymore, participation trophy. Then they say other shit like, well, millennials are stupid. Cut it out. We've been smarter than you since we were little kids. You remember when the TVs changed and they added those 3 holes for the yellow, white, and red wire? You remember that? You remember how that bamboozled your parents? You remember that? You be 6 years old, they outside putting the yellow in the red, like, why I don't see nothing? Why I don't see nothing? But when I put the white in the red, I can hear a little bit. Something's wrong with you. You 6 years old, you walk over, you put it on, they're like, oh, my baby's smart. Look at my baby a Harvard student. No, you're dumb, that's it. You've never been smarter than us. I remember when 9/11 happened. I remember they made us write letters to politicians about the war that they started. And this is what we all said, as kids. We shouldn't be in this war. I was 8 years old, fam. We shouldn't be in this war. Fresh off Dragon Ball Z, ain't no good gonna come from this. All our soldiers gonna die for no reason. You know what all the smart adults said? These kids got autism. Get the medicine. Something wrong with them. What happened last year? They asked Joe Biden about that same war. With the little memory Joe Biden had left, Joe said, I don't know why we was over there, y'all. I don't know why. Mr. President, we over here. Oh, my bad. I don't know why we was over there. So because I grew up with that, I promised myself, as I get older, I'm not going to judge the next generation, like Gen Z, or whatever you call them weirdos. I am not going to judge them. They go through more than I ever had to think about. They get shot in school. When I was in school, you only had 3 things to worry about. Pedophiles, if you were a cute kid. See, some of the uglies don't know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all looking up here like, I was safe around strangers the whole time. I don't know what he talking about. We only had to worry about 3 things. Pedophiles, fires, and Bin Laden sending planes. That's all we had to worry about. These kids get shot in school, and the best solution we have is, it might be time to give teachers guns. Listen, I went to school in the Bronx. Giving teachers guns is a bad idea. Do you know how many of my classmates would have got popped if my teachers had guns?
I just keep getting older, and I wake up and I'm just like, oh, I forgot to have a family. I don't have a family. I know I'm getting older because I keep falling for internet scams. I got the one where they email you and they're like, we hacked your computer and we know all the porn you've been watching, and we're gonna tell everybody unless you send us money. Have you gotten this one? Oh, I was spooked. I got that email and I read it very carefully. And there was one sentence in it that was like, by the way, you've got really good taste, winky face. And that's when I knew they did not know what I was watching. They would know. You'd have to be really sick to say that to me if you knew what I was watching.
I'm feeling good. I'm in my 30s. 30s in the building. Where you at out here? Okay, that's better than how we usually sound. Okay, student loans, antidepressants. Y'all went to therapy this week. I like that out here. 20s in the building, 20s out here, late nights. That's enough. We don't need to hear about your metabolism. We got it, thank you. 40s and up. Thank you for being up past your bedtime. What time is it? I like that out here. On a school night, you better than me, because I'm ready to go to sleep 2 hours ago. I'm out of here.
Everyone is weird about their generation. I know a bunch of millennials who dunk on Gen Z all the time, and it's like, don't make fun of kids. What are you doing? The worst offender in this stuff, though, is the millennial who really wants to be Gen Z, and they try. This has got to stop. I know that there's some of you in here right now, and I'm telling you, it's not gonna work. You're never gonna do it. They're never gonna accept you. Just let it go. It's just so many. It goes like this. It's giving Natalie Imbruglia. You're not doing it right, dude. Ooh, Colin Powell vibes. Shut up. Oh, Slay, your cancer is in remission, my guy. Not me getting a divorce. You can't do it. You have no idea how to fucking do it, man. Just stop. You're old, you're fat, you're slow. Say things are awesome, okay?
I'm in my 40s, I'm single, outside, trying to fuck. Talking to these young women, they look great. But they say crazy shit. Right? Young women say crazy shit like, I was born in 1997. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? How the fuck were you born in 1997? You was born after Biggie got shot? Get the fuck out of here. That's crazy. What the fuck is going on in here? It's hard to deal with young people because I don't understand them no more. I always thought when I got this age that I'll be like a mentor to the youth. I'll be able to like relate some of my life experiences and help guide them, in their life's path. Then I saw this dude in his 20s wearing Crocs in the snow. And I was like, nah, these niggas got to die, bro. They not gonna make it. We gotta euthanize them. We gotta get them off this planet. They are not gonna survive. Here's something I learned recently about young people. I learned young people don't eat hot dogs no more. They call them glizzies, and they laugh at you if you eat them. And I didn't know that. I didn't find that out till I went to a hot dog stand. Got 2 hot dogs, one with ketchup and onions, one with sauerkraut and mustard. I was switching it up, doing some different shit. Took a bite of my hot dog, and all I heard was, nah, chill, son, this nigga eating a glizzy. And I looked up, and there was a whole high school worth of teenagers just laughing at me, pointing and shit, just thousands and thousands of teenagers. As far as the eye could see, they had their phones out. They recorded me, uploaded me on the internet, got me eating hot dogs on Boomerang, like, oh. Like, what the fuck is going on right now? I was mortified. Because I don't care who you are, how old you are, how tough you are, what you've been through. When a bunch of teenagers makes fun of you, that shit hurts, bro. You be like, yo, stop! Leave me alone! Where are your parents? Get out of here! That shit sucks. But here's the thing about me. I'm from Brooklyn. I was born in Brooklyn, raised in Brooklyn, went to high school in Brooklyn. So I know how to deal with this situation. Because you only got 2 choices at this point. You either gonna get bullied for the whole rest of your life by these teenagers, or you're gonna address the situation right here, right now. So that's what I did. I went up to the main teenager, the alpha teenager. I went right up to him, and I shot him. I killed him right there in front of all his friends. Started pointing the gun at the other teenagers, like, the fuck out of here. Suck my dick, little niggas. The fuck you think this is?
Got any other millennials in the house? A few, yeah, raise the roof, that's our thing. Cool, right? Gen Z, younger than 25? Yeah. Okay, you guys seem very nervous. Any other generations? Gen X, boomers? Yeah, oh, none. Okay, cool. I love it. You were gonna clap and you were like, never mind. Here's the thing, I am a millennial. I feel like I kind of tapped out of culture like 3 years ago, like right around the time that Gen Z decided to rename black people. You remember that? Yeah. They came up with the word BIPOC, okay? Yeah, some of you are triggered, cool. If you don't know BIPOC, right, it stands for Black Indigenous People of Color, right, which is a really great term. It's just that nobody bothered to tell black people, okay? Which you gotta warn someone about, right, because it's very confusing. Like, the very first time that someone referred to me as BIPOC, I was like, oh, no, sorry, I'm straight. Like, I can't keep up. I don't know what's right or what's wrong anymore, which is good. Progress is good. You look terrified, okay? Like, recently I was talking to a girl who was much younger than me, okay? And during the conversation, I used a phrase that I've used 1,000,000 times in my life before, okay? And that phrase is, that's ghetto. I've said that so many times, didn't even know it was a swear word, okay? This girl stopped me, middle of the conversation. She was like, just so you know, you're no longer allowed to say that's ghetto. You cannot say that's ghetto. She did the finger and everything, so you know it's serious, okay? She's like, you cannot say that's ghetto, which I have no idea why. I'm sure there's like a very good reason. It's just it was a white woman who told me. I could not hear her over the audacity. I was like, I don't think you're allowed to say that to me. Also, white women, I love you. There's so many of you here. Cool. I love it. No, it is. It's fun. I like being a millennial, but Gen Z, you guys are very interesting, okay? Like, I had no idea. Like, I just turned 30, and I had no idea how, like, anyone under 25 kind of viewed being in your 30s, okay? I didn't know until I was scrolling through TikTok, all right? Yes, I'm still on TikTok, so brave, okay? I was scrolling through, and I came across this TikTok from this, like, 16-year-old girl, right? And she did it like it was a conspiracy theory TikTok, right? It was, like, dark music and, like, ominous lighting, and I was like, ooh, she figured out who killed JFK. Gen Z, we know who JFK? Yeah, okay. Sometimes they're like, it's an airport. That is correct, okay? No, I thought she like figured something out, right? And the 16-year-old girl, she opens her mouth. She goes, celebrities you won't believe are in their 30s. I was like, I didn't like that hard R. Then I was like, who's she gonna name, right? She was like, Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, Morgan Freeman, probably. I was like, that man hasn't been 30 since he was 5. Oh, weird. People get so weird when you start talking about age, which is like my new favorite thing to do. I think it's because it makes a lot of people wildly uncomfortable, which I'm obsessed with, okay? Right? Like, I don't really like people who don't like talking about age, right? Like, you ever met one of those women who's like, ooh, like a lady never reveals her age, right? And it's like, your name's Ethel. Like, I think we can round up. Who are you trying to fool, okay? I do think, here's the thing, I think you should enjoy whatever age you are, okay? No matter what you are, whatever age. I love being 30, all right? But there is something about like your early 20s. You guys remember your early 20s? Like you can be naive in a way you can't in any other age in life, right? Like has anyone talked to a 20-year-old recently? Yeah, all the men look very nervous. You're like, define talk to, what do you mean? I love it. No, I was talking to a 20-year-old friend of mine recently, right? And I asked her a very simple question on the surface, okay? I said, what did you do this weekend, right? And she told me that she went to a wedding-themed party. A wedding-themed party. I was like, was it just a bunch of people mocking my dreams? It's like, what's a wedding theme party? I'd never heard of that. I was like, what is that? She was like, oh, I had a friend who got engaged. I was like, that's called an engagement party. She was like, no, like wedding themed engagement, what's the difference? I was like, well, one's an engagement party and the other is a cry for help. Like I'm a 30-year-old woman. If I threw myself a wedding themed party, my friends would throw me a party themed intervention. Would not work out full circle for me, right?
I'm in my 30s. Anybody else in their 30s? Make some noise. Okay, that was one sexy yawn. Hell yeah. No, I love my 30s, man. I like my 30s. You really know who you are in your 30s, right? You're like, man, I can wear one type of sock, okay? I'm a Hanes bitch till I die now, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't fuck with other things. This is who you are now, you know? Spending way too much time in the bread aisle trying to figure out what's giving you gas. You're like, is it riboflavin? Show yourself. I do. I like my 30s. It is a little bit embarrassing dating in your 30s, though. You know, it is. Because as a millennial, I'm just like, how am I supposed to have a crush when I barely have the will to live, you know? Like, personally, I can't do it anymore. I have friends in their 30s coming up to me being like, Zubi, I have a crush. I'm like, bitch, you should have a family, okay? What the fuck is going on, man? We gotta stop with this.
33 now. Millennial. Who else? Clap it up, millennials. Right? It's kind of sad because of the debt we're all in, right? Who's Gen Z? Clap it up. Right? Slower clap because of the ketamine that they're all. The ketamine delay. Like, I carry the 5. I'm millennial. I got Gen Z cousins. I'm trying to be cool with them. I'm being like, I'm lit. Right, guys? I'm lit. They're like, nobody says that anymore. I'm like, fuck me. Because I said I'm lit, but to them, I may as well have said, I'm the bee's knees. Huh? I'm the cat's meow doll. And that's the skinny. You know why Gen Z hates us? Because we're not natural on the self-facing camera videos, right? Gen Z's not just fucking natural. No matter what, they'll be like, fucking rest in peace, dad. Right? Stage 4, Millennials, we're smooth in real life. The moment this camera comes up, we're like, greetings, citizens. it is not but I. Some words are going out of fashion now. The word homeless, no longer okay. What's the new word, y'all know? Unhoused. We went from homeless to unhoused. Thank God we got to the core issue here. Yeah? Upgrading from homeless to unhoused is like being, you can't say homosexual anymore. The correct term is now sex a la homo, okay? You know who does not care about the terms for sure is the homeless guy, right? Never been a homeless guy ever jacking off on the train. And some lady's like, oh my God, a homeless guy. And the homeless guy's like, it's unhoused. You're a bigot. It's unhoused. Wow. You know what? I'm done. This is no longer a safe space. I'm done. And to think I was considering finishing on you. Wow. Wow.
I actually had my first sexual awakening on chat roulette. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember chat roulette? That was crazy. That was an insane... It was that webcam chat room, you know, and parents never knew about it. Parents never knew that we were on there looking at dick and balls. They didn't know, right? They just thought that we were gonna see porn one day or whatever. Meanwhile, I saw a grown adult man on chat roulette put a full raw cucumber in himself. Just fully in there, and that's only because I told him to do it. Do you know how much power that is for a 13-year-old? Do you guys know? Just me chanting, deeper! Do you guys know how fucked up that is?
I turned 40 recently. You don't feel that way. That's not honest, you know? After 40, birthdays are no longer a celebration. They're more like general wellness checks. It's just an excuse for your friends to get together and be like, yo, what's that on your skin? That looks contagious. You seen somebody? I know a guy. It's the first time I'm noticing the passage of time. Like, I have 2 teenage kids, and they don't need me. Like, that's the end of that sentence, actually. They don't need me. Like, my niece, she's 4 years old. She slept over recently, and at the end of the night, I watched my wife get her ready to take her shower, and I realized that I haven't had to help my kids take a shower in over a decade. Like, I miss that time to connect with them, to bond with them, you know, one-on-one with them, answer all their questions. It was beautiful. I started to cry. And when my wife came out, I wasn't emotionally ready to explain myself. So she was like, what's wrong? And I was like, I don't see my kids naked no more. We gotta do something about this. She was like, never say that out loud again. My son overheard the convo, and he was like, Dad, I don't remember you helping me take showers. And I was like, that's because I stopped at the appropriate time, son. If you had memories of me helping you in the shower, this conversation takes place in a different room, you know? Like, there'd still be other people there, it's just you would call them witnesses, you know? For your protection.
I'm 37 years old. Is that old to you? Okay. A couple of you comforting me, and some of you can go fuck yourselves. I heard the, yeah. I'm comfortable with it. I like it. I am 37 years old, and I have a roommate who is also a 37-year-old guy, and I think that every woman in here can agree that that's pretty sexy, okay? We could talk all day about how hot that makes you. You like it a lot. We are closer to 40 than we've ever been before in our lives. And the amount of cognitive dissonance that we have in our apartment about how we're just a couple fun young dudes fucking sucks shit. Every day is a lie to ourselves. And every night I'm like, you want to go out and get fucked up tonight, Dwayne? And he doesn't miss a beat. He's like, hell yeah! I'm like, all right, well, just help me check my blood pressure first, you know? Help me. Check the old BP. We can't get fucked up anymore. Our bodies can't take it anymore. You want to know what we do most nights? We talk about how we shouldn't get ice cream, and then we get ice cream. Yeah, a couple young Hellcats.
Is anybody Gen Z here? You guys yeah. You guys are my favorite generation. I feel like everybody's like doing generational divide, and I don't care about that at all, but I do care about who's most charming. And Gen Z has it like on lock. Like, in terms of secrets, the boomers, like, they were just like, I love my dad and my government. It's like, I don't care. And then Gen X, that they were just like depressed all the time. It's like, all right, buddy. Like, I don't know. I'm millennial. We're kind of charming. We put our whole asshole on the internet. That's like very charming. But Gen Z is my favorite because you'll tell like your secrets and everybody else. Like, you'll be like, I have autism and my mom commits fraud. It's just like British generation. I don't know. Tell me everything.
Every third swipe on TikTok, somebody trying to convince me I got autism. What the fuck is that? Leave me the fuck alone, TikTok. I don't have autism. I just like to count shit sometimes. That's it. The fuck? I can't have autism. It's impossible. Because I'm in my 40s. Right? Autism didn't come out till the year 2000. How the fuck would I get autism? I was already an adult. When I was little, we didn't have no autism. We didn't have no autism. We didn't have no mental illness. We didn't have none of that. All we had was nicknames. That's it. You'd be like, yeah, that's my man 3 Clicks. He got to turn the light on and off 3 times. Every time he come in the room. That shit is funny to us. Call that nigga 3 Clicks. Like, bro, I think that's OCD. Nah. That's OCD. He tried to spell doc one time, got the letters mixed up. That shit is funny to us. Call that nigga OCD. Like, bro, I think that's dyslexia. Nah. That's dyslexia. But she just Dominican. That's her real name, so I don't know. Her mother call her that. So call her Lexi sometimes.
I'm officially in my late 30s. It's so disgusting, y'all. It is. Because I feel like nobody warned you about your late 30s. Like your early 30s, prime time, it's lit. Let's go. Late 30s, last call, wrap it up. Whatever you were doing, stop. It's over. It is over for you. I didn't think things was gonna be like this. Like every day I wake up and I'm like, wow, it's time to steal. You know what I'm saying? Like, every day I wake up, I'm like, it's time to commit a crime. This honest life is not working out. I think about my 20s all the time, and I'm like, wow, you should have been a sex worker for sure. They get too real for some people. I'm just saying, if somebody showed me my life now, then I'll be like, you know what, just sell it, just sell it. I can't really recognize myself. I'm going to a lot of funerals already. I'm like, it's too soon. But I'm going to a lot of funerals, and I'm not going to lie, the first funeral, 100%. I was devastated. They had to drag me out of there. Second funeral, I was like, okay, this is a part of life. But by the third funeral, I walked in there like I was the killer. Yeah, I'm standing over the body like, get rid of this. We got stuff to do.
I'm 42. I don't know why that's so funny. You can be 42 in Brooklyn. They'll let you do it. They'll let you be 38. They'll let you do the whole thing. And I am thinking about mortality a lot more. I've never been this close to dropping dead. That's why I'm dressing better. I cut out graphic tees. I can't be found in a band shirt. Some poor paramedics, like white, male, 40s. Billy Joel, River of Dreams tour. Guess he had a heart attack. I feel bad for Gen Z. I know they're having less sex because porn's desensitized them. That's definitely true. Before porn, man, to turn me on, I just had to be near a bra. Man, now I'm so jaded, I've watched videos where after the scene ends, the actors come back on just to let you know they're okay. Like they do with animals in movies. They're like, no one was hurt during the taping of Schindler's List. Everyone's fine.
Speaking of ages, is anybody out there still in their 20s? All right, well, take it from me. Don't waste your 20s being the ages 20 to 29. If I could do my 20s all over again, I'd spend them being 52. Older, wiser, and more financially secure. As regards astrology, my birth sign is Gemini, my birth president was Ronald Reagan, my birth secretary of state was George Shultz, and my birth political scandal was the Iran-Contra affair. Which might not be apparent now, but once you get to know me, it becomes crystal clear.
I love it. I had a friend a couple weeks ago, right? I'm in Atlanta, and he's like, yo, Damon, I'm coming into town to Atlanta. It's my birthday weekend. When I get there, we're turning up. I said, bro, when you get to Atlanta, we turning up, right? You know how you lie to your friends with plans in the future? You know what I'm saying? He gets there. He calls me at 5. He said, bro, what we doing? I said, bro, you should have called me at 3. I'm in for the week. You understand what I'm saying? I got something in the air fryer, Bridgerton back. I'm done. You understand? Whistle down. You know what it is. I see you out here, brothers. But he texted me later that night. He was like, yo, let's go to this house party. And I laughed in his face. I don't go to house parties. I shop at Old Navy online. I don't go to house parties. You understand? I sit down to pee for accuracy. I don't go to house parties. You understand? But it did make me think about my first house party. Think about that for a second. You remember your first house party? Think about that for a second. You remember your first house party? What age? This town hall. Shout it out. What age were you roughly your first house party? 13. One hole in the back. What else we got up here? 15. That's why we need fathers in homes. No, I'm happy you're here. I'm on the same page with you. My first house party, let me think about my first house party. My first house party happened after my 9th grade banquet, late 90s for context. First off, it's important to know I'm not hot in the late 90s. I'm 5 inches shorter than I am right now. That's not the punchline. Be quiet, all right? I got 65 extra pounds. I had a large afro. I looked like Aunt Jemima in high school. I was not hot, you understand? So my friend's like, let's go to this party. I'm like, bet, I've never been to a party. Let's go to this party. You understand what I'm saying out here? And I get to the door. And I don't know if you remember your first house party, but when you get to the door before you walk in, you can hear that music like, ooh, what's about to happen in here, right? I walk in, true story, late 90s. I turn to the left. And that was the first time in my life I had ever seen a girl and a guy dry humping. You remember that? You remember that phase? You remember dry humping? Y'all remember dry humping, don't y'all? Don't get all Siddiquee because you eat couscous now. You know what I'm talking about in here. Do about an hour and a half, go home with a little bit of blood. You know what I'm saying? A rug burn, a little bit of blood. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to leave the party. I'm in my church shoes, so I'm overwhelmed. You understand out here? As I'm getting ready to leave the party, true story girl pulls me back onto the dance floor, starts grinding on me. I'm like, ah! I run outside and, I'm about to get pregnant. I gotta get out of here. Ran all the way home. It was a lot of blood, but it was a good time. You understand? It was a good time, man. We still dry humping though, right? Little bit, little dibble dabble, little dick on dinner. What's up? What's going on in here? I see y'all here, bro.
When I was in 7th grade, 9/11 happened. You guys remember 9/11? Yeah.
I'm older. I know y'all can't tell because black don't crack. But right, so I'm older. Like I have a 31-year-old. Fuck that. Anyway, right? So my friends are passing away and like for nothing. Like for nothing. These motherfuckers taking a nap. You know what I'm saying? I am from Brooklyn in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? They used to get shot. Like this motherfucker. They dying from hypertension and diabetes. This is crazy.
Feel good. Y'all had a birthday last month. Ooh, ooh. Shout out to me. Anybody here getting older? What is that? Every day? It ever just hit you? You like, damn, every day I just get older, every second, every minute. Can I get a break? Whoever's in charge? But now your boy getting older, man. My knees start making noises. Anybody out here with a knee noise? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. And you don't know about the knee noise till you in like your most compromising situation, you feel me? You probably in the bathroom or something, you gotta take a load off and you just... That wasn't my knee, that shit said... I said, nah, and then I got back up and I was like, I did it again and the shit was like, I was like, yo, that's crazy. My knee just shushed me. I had to Google knee noise. After that, I Googled knee noise. I'm like, yo, what do knee noise mean? Google was like, yo, that mean that you probably missing cartilage in your knee. You know what I'm saying? Your bones is doing like that. And I'm like, what you mean? That's not my knee. You feel me? Nothing grinds my gears. You know what I'm talking about? I'm from the BX. You heard? I'm ungrindable. You heard? And then the next thing they was talking about was that you probably put on some weight or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? A little excess weight, little on your knee. So then it goes to shh. And I'm like, wait, what?
your boy's in the best shape of his life, yo. But then it hit me, I'm like, I forgot I got the Bronx on my back, you heard? I don't know how much a borough weighs or nothing, you know what I'm saying? But that shit probably a doozy on the knee. So thank you.